Alright, you guys were asking for a video. I wanted to do a video of the crash proofing for the Dynam Hawk Sky that I got from KillerPlanes.com. I'm going to be doing this in my living room, so I'm not going to have much space to work with here. But this is the Killer Planes Dynam Hawk Sky that I ordered. Go over it, and you can already see that she hasn't even flown once, and I've already got a little bit of scrapage here because somebody ran the motor with the prop on it when it wasn't hooked to the plane. We won't go over that now. So, this is Killer Planes Crash Proof Dynam Hawk Sky. It's got the level 2 crash proofing, and he installed everything himself. Has to do it so I wouldn't have to. We'll start with the cockpit. Get a good look inside here. Now, as you can see, it's kind of hard to point out. There are crash proofing rods, well, carbon fiber rods that have been Gorilla Glued inside of it. Oh, and they go all the way down in the inside of the plane to I believe about there. Come all the way back up, and there's a cage of them almost inside here. There's many rods that have all been Gorilla Glued inside, which is hard inside there. It actually creates a hard structure in the plane itself. Remove the nose cone to get most of it in, and then he's got it all rotted up in the nose cone and everything else. It's hard to see. I should get a flashlight in here for later on, but fiber rods run all down the inside, run all through here. I believe there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rods inside. There's also rods for structural support here and here that go down to the bottom of the plane. I don't know if you can see it. Right there's the bottom of the rods themselves. There's the skid plate rod. He installed a skid plate rod, so belly landings aren't really so rough on her. And then let me flip her over here. Take a look on the sides of the plane here that go along the rudder and elevation controls. There's carbon fiber rods that are glued inside of the actual plane all the way down to the tip. There's also one on this side as well. It goes all the way down to the tip, and they're embedded pretty well in there. Yeah, I think he did a good job. There's, of course, one on the back wing, which I've seen those a lot of. What I haven't seen a lot of is the ones that are built into the wings themselves. He notched out the wing so he'd be able to Dremel a hole, and the rods actually go to about here. It also goes to about here on this side, and it's a rod inside a rod. For that, we'll open that up here in a second. Might as well show you the last bit of the outside. There's of course a carbon fiber rod here for direct impacts, and that's pretty much it. Also, taking a look at it, I'm hoping I got that back wing lined up right. Doesn't look like this portion is cocked a little to the side, so. And of course I Gorilla Glued it, so I'm either going to have to crash it, which I hope not, or fix it later on. Hope it won't affect too much like that. It just looks like it's a hair off is all. But anyway, let's pull the wing apart so you can see the crash proofing he did inside the wing as well. Set this over here. Using that video editing software, I'll fix that later. Now, actual crash proofing he did for the wings, like I said, is installation of a carbon fiber rod in here. Come on. I know a lot of this stuff can be found in the forums, but to get a plane that's already proofed and ready to go for an extra couple bucks, I think was worth it. So I'm just still a novice at flying. Let's get these detached. Come on, there we go. It's actually a larger rod that goes into a smaller rod. So the rods go pretty far down the actual wingtips. So it'll end up being, yeah, about that far down. So, and that's the crash proofing that he does, which, like I said, I think it's worth it. He also did some reinforcing around the, if you can see that. Sure. Did some reinforcing around the motor as well with rods here, here, and I believe, oh, and there's my son. Yay. Hi. They'll be my co-pilot and video camera people later on for when I crash this thing pretty bad, which I know will happen. We hope not, but I know will happen. But I think that about does it. Oh, yeah, there's the other ones. This one's right here in the fuselage here and here as well, just for impacts around that area. So it's got, he puts in a heck of a lot of rods. I don't know. I think it's worth it. So, but we'll find out in my first crash. I don't know. Still wondering if I got that straight or not. Ah well. Anyway, that's some of the overview of the crash proofing, and hopefully we'll get a maiden voyage after I get my new props, because yeah, we won't go into it. But next video will hopefully be maiden voyage. So see you in the sky.